Imagine you are standing in a room. The room is comfortable. The lighting is perfect, adjusted automatically by your smart home system to match your circadian rhythm. You're wearing clothes that arrived by drone just this morning. You're holding a coffee that you ordered with a single thought, or at least a single tap on your wrist. You look successful. You feel modern. But there is a hole in the floor. You can't see it, but you can hear it. It's a sucking sound, a vacuum. Every time that cheerful notification pings on your device, the floor tilts just a fraction of an inch. You work hard, you have the degree, you have the senior title in your bio, you're navigating the AI revolution better than most. Yet, at the end of every month, when you look at the glowing numbers on your retina display or your phone screen, the result is always the same: zero, or close to it. You aren't fighting a fair fight anymore. In 2026, the world isn't just trying to sell you things, it's predicting what you want before you know you want it. The algorithms that drain your wallet are smarter than the discipline you're using to protect it. Today, we aren't just talking about budgeting, we are talking about survival. I'm an accountant, I've spent a decade in finance, and I'm telling you, the rules have changed. If you are still playing by the 2020 rulebook, you are losing. Welcome to the episode that stops the drain. Let's talk about the money habits that are keeping you poor. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Alex. Alex is a prompt engineer living in a smart city. He makes good money, better money than his parents ever did. Every month, Alex's paycheck hits his account on the 28th. It's a big number. He feels a rush of relief. But within seconds, the auto-erosion begins. His rent is auto-debited. His subscription to the premium AI assistant is deducted. His gym, his streaming services, his meal kit delivery, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Then Alex lives his life. He goes out for drinks. He buys a new haptic suit for his gaming rig. He upgrades his cloud storage. On the 27th of the next month, one day before payday, Alex decides to check his savings. He opens his banking app, hoping to transfer whatever is left into his investment account. He stares at the screen. The balance is $42. Alex tells himself, next month I'll save. This is the oldest trap in the book, but in 2026, it is deadly. This is the habit of paying yourself last. Robert Kiyosaki wrote about this decades ago in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and the math hasn't changed, even if the technology has. The poor habit is to pay everyone else first: your landlord, the phone company, the software providers, the restaurant owners, and then try to save what's left. The problem? In a digital economy designed to remove friction, there is never anything left. The system is designed to extract every penny from you. The fix? You have to flip the script. You must pay yourself first. The moment that money hits your account, a minimum of 10% needs to vanish. I don't mean you manually transfer it. You are human. You are fallible. I mean you set up a wealth firewall. You automate a transfer to a separate account, one you cannot easily touch, that happens the second your paycheck lands. When you remove that 10% immediately, a psychological magic trick happens. Parkinson's law states that work expands to fill the time available. Well, spending expands to fill the money available. If you hide that 10%, your brain will subconsciously adjust your lifestyle to fit the remaining 90%. You won't even miss it. But in 10 years, that 10% is your freedom. Let's move to the second habit. This one is insidious because it disguises itself as convenience. In 2026, we don't really use cash. We barely use cards. We use access. You want that new Neuralink headset? You don't need $3,000. You just need $49 a month. You want those designer sneakers? Pay in 4 installments of $50. This is the habit of getting comfortable with bad debt. Bad debt used to be obvious. It was a high-interest loan from a shark or a maxed-out credit card. Now it's micro-debt. It's buy now, pay later, integrated into every single checkout button. I have a strict rule, and as an accountant, I need you to tattoo this on your brain. If you cannot afford to pay for it outright in cash today, you cannot afford it. When you finance a consumer purchase, clothes, tech, vacations, you are borrowing from your future self to pay for a temporary dopamine hit today. And the interest rates? In 2026, average credit card interest is hovering around 25%. Think about that. You are voluntarily paying 25% more for everything you buy, just for the privilege of having it now. The credit card companies and the BNPL algorithms want you to stay in this cycle. They want you to look at the monthly payment, not the total cost. Oh, it's only $20 a month, you say. But you have 15 of those $20 charges. That's $300 a month gone. That is wealth bleeding out of 1,000 tiny cuts. If you are carrying a balance on your credit card, you are not earning rewards. You are the product. Pay it off aggressively. Now, imagine walking a tightrope between two skyscrapers. It's windy. The rope is slick. Most people are walking this rope every single day. They are one bad email away from disaster, one layoff, one health crisis, one algorithmic change that destroys their small business. This is the habit of living without a stockpile. In the volatile economy of 2026, where AI can displace entire job sectors in months, having zero liquidity is not just negligent, it's dangerous. I see so many people who look rich. They drive the least electric SUV. They wear the limited edition augmented reality glasses. But if their income stopped today, they would be homeless in 3 weeks. You need a buffer, a liquid shield. This ties back to paying yourself first. Your first goal is not to buy a house or invest in crypto. Your first goal is to build a boring, unsexy stockpile of 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Why? Because money in the bank buys you bandwidth. When you have $20,000 sitting in a high-yield account, you walk differently. You negotiate differently. If your boss becomes toxic, you can quit. If a business opportunity arises, you can take it. Without a stockpile, you operate from a place of fear. You make short-term decisions that keep you poor because you are desperate for next week's cash. With a stockpile, you make long-term decisions that make you rich. Let's talk about data. You track your steps, you track your sleep, you track your calories, but do you track your money? The fourth habit keeping you poor is financial blindness, not knowing your income or expenses. In 2026, we have something called lifestyle inflation on autopilot. You get a raise and immediately the algorithms start showing you more expensive things. You upgrade the apartment, you upgrade the car, you start buying the organic, lab-grown premium groceries. It happens so fast you don't notice it. You are earning more, but you are just spinning the hamster wheel faster. As an accountant, I love spreadsheets. But you don't need to love spreadsheets. You just need to know your burn rate. What is the exact number it costs to run you Inc. every month? If you don't know that number, you are flying a plane blindfolded. You need to sit down, have a date night with your finances once a quarter. Open the apps, look at the outflows. You will be shocked. Wait, I'm spending $400 a month on digital subscriptions I don't use? I spent $2,000 on takeout coffee last year. Seeing the numbers in black and white triggers a psychological response. It wakes you up. You can't fix what you don't measure. Stop fantasizing about being rich and start managing the money you actually have. Here is a controversial one. There is a limit to how much you can save. You can cut coupons, you can stop buying coffee, you can live in a cardboard box, but the most you can save is 100% of your income, and then you starve. However, there is no limit to how much you can earn. The fifth habit is focusing purely on saving and ignoring earning. I see people spending hours trying to save $10 on a flight or driving across town to save 5 cents on charging their car. That is poor thinking. Wealth is an equation. Income minus expenses equals gap. You need to work on both sides. Yes, control your expenses. But in 2026, the tools to increase your income are infinite. You have the internet. You have AI tools that can multiply your productivity. You can freelance, consult, create content, sell digital products. If you feel stuck financially, stop obsessing over the $5 latte. Buy the latte, drink it, and use the caffeine energy to figure out how to add $5,000 to your income this year. Shift your mindset from scarcity, how do I keep what I have, to abundance, how do I create more? Now, the boring part that makes the biggest difference. Taxes. The sixth habit is paying too much in taxes out of ignorance. Taxes are likely the single biggest expense of your life. If you work, you pay income tax. If you spend, you pay sales tax. If you die, you pay estate tax. Rich people don't evade taxes. That's illegal and lands you in jail. Rich people avoid taxes, which is legal and smart. They understand the rules of the game. The government writes tax codes to incentivize certain behaviors. They want you to provide housing. They give tax breaks for real estate. They want you to save for retirement. They give you 401ks and IRAs. They want you to start a business. They let you deduct expenses. If you are just an employee taking a standard deduction, you are paying the maximum retail price for citizenship. Educate yourself. Are you utilizing your tax-advantaged accounts like a Roth IRA or an ISA? If you have a side hustle, are you running it as a proper business entity to deduct your laptop, your home office, your software? You don't need to be a genius. You just need to stop being passive. Don't tip the IRS more than you have to. We are reaching the end, and this final habit is the tragic one. It's the habit of waiting to invest. I hear it all the time. I'll start investing when I have more money. I'm waiting for the market to crash. I'm waiting for the election, the new regulation, the AI bubble to burst. Let me tell you the truth. You cannot time the market. Professionals with supercomputers cannot time the market. You definitely can't. Every day, your money sits in a standard bank account, it is dying. Inflation is eating it alive. In 2026, the purchasing power of cash drops every single year. The magic ingredient of wealth is not picking the winning stock, it is time. Compound interest needs time to work. If you start investing $500 a month at age 25, you will be a millionaire by retirement. If you wait until age 35 to start, you have to invest double that amount to reach the same goal. You lose the advantage of the exponential curve. You don't need to be a stock-picking wizard. Buy the entire market. Buy low-cost index funds that track the global economy. Automate it. $100 a week, $500 a month, whatever you can do, just get on the train. The train is leaving the station whether you are on it or not. So, let's go back to that room. The one with the hole in the floor. You can hear the sucking sound of the money draining away. But now you have the tools to plug the hole. Imagine a different reality for yourself 1 year from today. You wake up. You check your phone. You see a notification, not a bill, but a deposit. Your automated wealth transfer has just bought more assets for your portfolio. You have 6 months of expenses sitting in a high-yield account, silently earning interest. You aren't stressed about your job because you have a buffer. You aren't stressed about debt because you pay cash. You are the architect. These habits, paying yourself first, avoiding consumer debt, building a stockpile, tracking your numbers, increasing your income, optimizing taxes, and investing early. These are not secrets. They are boring, unsexy disciplines. But in a world of chaotic, high-speed, algorithmic noise, boring is the new rich. Stop letting the world happen to your wallet. Take control. Thank you for listening. Now go check your bank balance.